Good afternoon, class. Today I'll be talking to you about Texas Hold'em and some of the rules, the concepts, and the player positions in the game. Uh, I'll talk to you about the bets, the dealer, the buttons, and the blinds. Let's start off with the dealer. If you're at a home game, you're going to need a dealer. The dealer is usually going to be the person that selects the highest card. Everybody will pick a card from the deck, and whoever has the highest card will be the dealer. There's also something called the button that will be with the dealer the whole time. It's a small little circle object, and it usually will follow the dealer so that everybody knows the two spots to the left of the dealer will be the small blind and the big blind. The big blind being whatever you choose at the beginning of the game, and of course the small blind will be half of that. The person to the left of the big blind will be the first person to bet. We have three sections. We have pre-flop, the flop, the turn, and the river. The very first is called the pre-flop. The pre-flop is when you first only have two cards and nothing's been distributed out on the table. No cards have been shown. So at the pre-flop, the person to the left of the big blind will be the first person to bet. They have three options. They have call, raise, and fold. If they decide they want to fold, that's when they would fold on their turn. It's important to note that you don't want to really fold too early in the game because if it's not your turn and you fold, that might keep someone that was going to fold from folding and staying in the game. The less players in a game, the better, because that just increases a person's chances that are playing. So just keep that in mind because it will get people a little bit annoyed at the tables. After the pre-flop, you have the flop. So after everybody has called at some point, so if everybody raises, eventually everybody has to call that raise, then you'll have the pre-flop. On the pre-flop, you will do the same thing. You'll have another round of betting, and then you'll have the turn. The turn is going to be another card. And don't forget, if you are the dealer, that every time that you are flipping cards over, so the first three that you flipped over, you should have a burn before that. A burn will be just taking the top card and putting it to the side, and then you will flip the cards. And then after the flop, you'll have the turn where you'll flip another card. You'll put another card to the side, and then you'll flip one. And you do that all the way up into the river. On the river, the only thing important is to remember is that is the last card. So the person that is going to bet on that hand, that will be the first person to show their hand when everybody's ready to show their cards. Let me explain the hands to you just so you have a good idea in case you've never played poker. The highest hand in the game is called a royal flush. It is a flush mixed with the highest straight possible in the game, ace, king, queen, jack, 10. Then you have a straight flush, which could be any flush, but it has to be a straight as well, but it's not a royal flush because it won't go up to the ace. You have four of a kind, which is any four of a kind with any other cards. Then you'll have a full house, three of a kind and two of a kind, just in case you didn't get that. And it's important to remember you have 7 cards, so you have a lot of opportunities to get these hands. You have a flush, any cards. You have a straight, and that's just 9, 10, jack, queen, king, or any other things all the way from 2 to king or ace. You have three of a kind. You have 2 pair, which is 2 of a kind and another 2 of a kind. And then you have, let me show that one again. And then you have a regular pair, which would just be just any 2 of a kind. And then you have high card. High card being whatever the highest card is. So let's say someone has an ace and the other guy has a king, the ace would win, and even though they have nothing else. Don't forget, it's important that pass the hand to the left. So if you're dealing the cards, it goes to the left clockwise. So the button will move along with the dealer, and the dealer will start, and the small blind and big blind will also move to the 2 spots to the left of that. And now that you're familiar with the rules, just keep in mind that to keep up with your small blind and big blind, that's the first thing you should be doing as soon as you get your cards, or even beforehand. And don't forget, the rules are different between a casino and at home. You won't be dealing if you're at a casino. They will already have their own dealers. And just keep in mind, a little tip here is watch for patterns. A lot of bluffers out there, and if you're getting bluffed, try to watch for the little patterns that people will do, because people get really nervous when they're bluffing. So just watch for those, and good luck out there. I hope that you guys can win a lot of money off of this video. Thanks.